Okay, so now we're going to continue for introduction to human factors. The FAA wants the pilot to know about everything about the single resource management and the crew resource management. Since you are a single pilot operations, you have to know about the single resource management. We call that SRM. When you go for the air transport category, you will study about the CRM, right? Crew resource management, because the hardest part to handle is the human. Engine is very predictable, it's very simple. Human is really hard to deal with, especially when you have to fly with two pilots, okay? A lot of seniority, a lot of disagreement for knowledge, if there's a knowledge gap, like and dislike things. But now they have a method to reduce the risk of human factors. And as a single operation pilot, the FAA wants you to know about the single resource management, what brings you to the safety of flying, okay? They don't care about your level of license or anything. They want you, as a pilot in command, you're aware that risk is everywhere. And people always say that there's sky, there's no room for error there. But how for us to avoid the risk, okay? How for us to have a better awareness to reduce the risk when we fly. Let's say you fly to Camarillo from Van Nuys, it's only like 30 minutes, but your flight planning or preparation will take like 2 hours. Sometimes I think I'm really tired to fly because I have to do a pre-flight, put my bag, set up my cockpit management. The preparation itself just take like almost 2 hours. Driving, prepare my mentality, even just to take my friends for buying a burger in Camarillo, Oxnard. By the time going, you get used to it, right? You get used to fly to, let's say from Seletar, we fly to Johor. It's really short flight, 20 minutes landing. Once I took a lot of discovery flight, like 7 students a day. Then it's become like second nature of mine to flying to one place to another, because we keep doing that. Like me flying to Camarillo is almost 100 times flying there. Then people think, so why I have to prepare everything? I already memorized all the route, I know exactly the characteristics. Even flying the 172 Cessna or Piper single engine, I don't even need the checklist because I already memorized all the flow. It's happened. Then your risk has become bigger and bigger. Your awareness it become lower and lower. When your daily routine is become like second nature, the risk is higher. That's why people always say nervous is important. Fear is important. When you can control the fear, it will increase your awareness. The worst part as a pilot, when they get used to something, they don't give 100% effort to fly that route with the 100% preparation. Last time I went to Camarillo, I went to the toilet, restroom, I dropped my phone there, okay? Then when I back home, oh my God, where's my phone? Okay, I left my phone there. And I call Camarillo, yeah, we got your phone. I left the phone in the restroom. Then in the morning, I woke up so early, I ran to the airport and then took the airplane, just a key without the checklist, boom, just go there and coming back. It was a private pilot journey. Yeah, I mean, there was nothing happened, but I did not check the fuel, I did not check anything, and when I was check the fuel gauge, all right, it's only like 50% fuel, it should be enough for me for going there and coming back, so it doesn't matter, I just took a phone. So I landed safely and there was nothing happened. Then that behavior came with me. I bought an airplane in Malaysia. That's a Piper, nice radio. Sitting there for 6 or 7 months, the engine never gets started, but the maintenance already done the 100 hours inspection. So I'm with my student, he owned airplane there in Singapore, a lot of airplane, even in Malaysia. All right, I bought it and I proceed for the insurance. The insurance did not even complete yet. So I took the airplane and he was the pilot in command because I did not have a Malaysian license. All right, I sit on the right with my dad behind. And we took off 1,000 feet, turned right in Johor, and suddenly we got partial loss, engine. And we end up crash. And we were so lucky, we found a bridge, like unused bridge there. I land safely in bridge, and my left wing hit the lamp, and we turned twist like 180 degrees like that, and stuck in on the bridge. So it's just like maybe several inches, I just go down, fall to the freeway in Johor. So why I got a partial loss? I think now the CAAM Malaysia is still doing their investigation. I don't have any idea whether they finished or not. But the thing is, when you go to the system, the single engine airplane will only get like partial loss, okay? If you have like severe damage on the cylinder and the piston, or most of the time the partial loss become of your fuel contamination. It's higher likely that time it was the fuel things, because I did not check, I did not drain the fuel. I was relying on my student because he was the pilot in command. He has a lot of experience as well, so I thought he already done the pre-flight. Then I'm a commercial pilot at that time, I should know more than him, right? I just flew with him and that happened. And I'm too scared to admit that I did not do a pre-flight. But after I become CFI, this will be a bigger story for my students who want to take private or commercial or instrument, that the risk management, okay, like I said, if you get used to do something over and over and over, it's become your second nature, then the risk will go higher without you even realize it. And you just realize when you're already on the ground, get burned there like a hell. Okay? People say aviation is really demand of a high level of safety, but they don't really talk about the risk management. That's a problem. When I fly heading to west, my magnetic compass showing me north. And it was haze. I was a private pilot. Then who should I trust? The book said that the magnetic compass is almost impossible for error as long as there's a liquid there. And I saw my directional gyro. It shows me a west, but my compass to the north. The book always said, always trust your compass and adjust your DJI to the compass. You see that? So if I don't have ADM, the ADM, there are one element we call 3P. What is that? Perceive, perform, process, perform. So I perceive the case that my perception, I got some problem, disagreement between my compass and my DJI. Which is, if I have to choose one, I will put my biggest bet to my compass. You see? Because it's based on the magnetic north of the Earth. Unless the Earth now has become crazy and of the world, then the magnetic compass goes wrong. I perceive that. Then if I perceive that thing, it means I have to process the knowledge, right? Then I have to adjust this DJI to the compass. I have to turn north, all right? And then I have to turn left to the west, because the heading on the flight planning is to the west. During the route, you know, the left side is the mountain. So if I was doing that, I just crashed, hit the mountain. And that's perform, right? Of course, so perceive, process, and perform. Then I combine my ADM with my situation awareness. Hey, look, I'm flying to Camarillo. So I started to trace back. After departure, I was doing a right turn. And I remember I did not make any other turn. Yes, I got factor left, right, left, but I believe my turning wasn't 90 degrees. So roughly, I was flying to the west, right? So I decided the 3P perceived my magnetic compass was error, and I will stay with my DJI. Then after that, I clear off the haze because I'm flying in a haze, right? It's not cloud. Legally, we can fly in a haze. As long as you can maintain the ground contact, then it's considered a visual. Then I saw Gina Lake. Then that's my checkpoint. Means, yeah, you're broke. Stupid magnetic compass. And suddenly I move it like that, snap it with my finger, and it's back to normal. That's a part of situation awareness. You know what you are doing, and then the ADM. Then if you know this case, all right, you will mitigating the risk. You break down the case.